Ouch.
We Like Dota, episode 35, starts now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to We Like Dota. This is We Like Dota, the internet's casual Dota 2 podcast. I'm Brian Sabone-Yinger, and joining me this afternoon is Jared Clyde Frog Pedersen. Jared Clyde Frog Pedersen. Go ahead.
Thanks, I'm Bundinger.
You're welcome. and also joining me this afternoon is the internet's Dota 2 curmudgeon, Ben Yadneb Day.
Hey, Brian. How's it going?
Swimmingly.
Good.
It's a fine Ohio fall day.
It is. It's beautiful.
Is it fall yet?
I want a pumpkin pie. That's how nice it is outside.
It is a pumpkin pie. It's one of like the 3 nice days we get in Ohio. So we are inside recording a
disagree with
podcast.
that.
No, we get like 3 nice days a day. But then there's like
Think
6
think
nights.
through what you just said. 3 nice days a day.
Well, yeah, because we get like 4 seasons in a day in Ohio.
Okay, fair enough.
Or we travel
But
in time.
This seems like a consistently nice day, which those
I
are
agree.
those are kind of rare.
Those are rare. I would agree with that.
Some of the leaves are starting to change.
I know.
This is, I think,
If you-
officially the last day of summer.
If you watch our
there you
YouTube
go.
video, you
That's what
can
they
see a
said on the
very
football.
bright hole.
Bright hole!
Bright hole.
That is a window, actually, and then there's leaves outside that are changing.
Right. But it is nice to have the group back together.
It is.
I will say that.
It's been a while.
The gang is back.
It's
the
been
gang
at
is
least
back together.
4 episodes, I'm going to guess.
It's been at least that.
Well, it's been at least 4 days since Jared and I last talked.
It's been
Right.
actually 3 days.
3 days.
So
Perfect.
perfect.
All the Dota 2 news you folks can handle.
And
Absolutely.
more.
Anywho,
More than you can
Gotta love the content.
let's start the show as we always do, as is tradition, and start with who'd you play, and we're gonna start with Ben.
Ben.
Oh, wow. I
Whoa.
did not
Audible.
anticipate being
Audible.
the first one picked. In terms of Dota, I've been playing a little bit of Darkseer, who's been kind of fun to use, a little bit different for me.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then also
Darkseer's
playing, playing some Spirit Breaker.
Space Cow.
Yeah, well, I've been doing the Hero Challenge.
Ah.
He came up, and I think I got my win on him.
You know what? He is fun to play.
He is. I mean, it's not something you'd want to normally pick. I think
No.
it's pretty easy to counter.
100% agree.
But he's enjoyable, and I think
real-
Darkseer is kind of fun. I think he probably fits into a lot of drafts better than a Spirit Breaker.
Well,
would,
yeah,
but-
no doubt. No
but
doubt.
he's enjoyable. So yeah, I've been doing that. My wife, as a gift for the entire year, bought me an Xbox One.
Whoa!
Whoa.
My brother-in-law had gotten one. So
Mr. Fancy Man over
I know.
here.
Yeah,
I know.
seriously.
So I've been playing some Titanfall with my brother-in-law and some of his friends and his brother, and so yeah, shooting people and giant robots. So that's kind of cool.
Wow.
That is pretty neat.
And then watching some football. It's football
Yeah.
season, so watching some football and doing that kind
Alrighty.
of thing. And that's who I played. And I played the game of Vacation. So I was on
Congratulations.
vacation for a little bit.
Congratulations. Did your car break down during vacation?
Did
Because
not-
mine did.
It did not.
Okay.
Got to visit the wonderful city of Indianapolis, where I've never
Oh.
been.
Really?
Yeah,
Beautiful city.
it is very nice. It's
Beautiful city.
The
Feels small.
Yeah,
and it
Boston
feels
of the
safe.
Midwest.
It's exactly. It's clean.
It's very clean, small,
a
safe,
Nice little
easy
microbrews
to get
all over.
Yeah, microbreweries
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah. It's
I'm into
serious.
that.
Yeah.
Just some nice restaurants. I had ice cream that was like produced with dry ice. This is a
Oh,
thing I've never had
really?
before. Yeah, they like
Dry
have, like,
ice cream.
these-
Get it?
Yeah, I don't know. They have, they have the. It's been a while since chemistry class, but they have whatever the smoky, misty stuff is going in there.
Yeah,
I believe that's liquid nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen. There
Right.
we go. Okay, so that is actually like getting poured into a bowl
Yeah.
full of what is actually just the raw ingredients.
Tell me more.
So you see like this liquid stuff turn into ice cream.
Yeah.
And it's pretty impressive.
pretty neat.
So that's pretty neat.
Okay.
So I had that, and
Seems really expensive.
Wait,
I
what
think
did-
it was average
Wait, you said it was pretty
compared
neat?
to a normal ice cream place.
I did say it's pretty neat. So why don't you play something?
Oh,
Why don't you unmute? How neat is that? We go. There we go.
Okay, that was
that's
necessary.
right, folks.
I'm glad that we waited for that.
Yeah, that was well worth it. But anyways, I had a good time on
I
vacation.
hate you guys. I don't even know why I do this show with you guys.
and- yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm done. I'm
We're just rambling now.
yeah. At this point, I'm done.
Really just
The-
rambling.
The sound thing just threw me
So
off.
you played Darkseer and Spirit Breaker.
And Titanfall.
And
Titanfall.
And
Vacation.
liquid nitrogen ice cream.
Sad existence.
And that's it.
was much better than mine.
I don't think it's that bad. I enjoyed myself.
I would have taken it.
Yeah,
I would have played Spirit Breaker. I haven't played Spirit Breaker in so long.
He fits into our Space Centaur lineup.
Yeah.
He's fun to play.
I'm going to play some Spirit Breaker.
I'd like to hear who. I'm done with this. I'd like to hear who Jared played.
Nobody, but I would like to play Spirit Breaker.
Okay.
I would really like to get a legitimate team comp where I can put Spirit Breaker in it, and it wouldn't be stupid.
Let's make it work.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, it's
Spirit
gonna be
Breaker
hard.
countered by communication.
Right. But watch
so
out.
true. Somebody's charging across the map.
Yeah.
Watch out.
We like Dota League should be aware that we have a pocket strat involving Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, you
so
should probably first ban Spirit Breaker every game against
this
us.
is definitely going to happen. Yeah, please
the Space
first
Centaur
ban
lineup.
Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Please first.
I'm going to
ban.
make this a thing. Hashtag Space Centaur lineup.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
Is it now a thing? Is that what
I
it
guess.
takes?
I don't know. I don't even know what to do with hashtags.
I don't know either.
What to do? You just use them.
And do
Right?
Like, what do you do with them, though?
I don't know. Then you can search stuff.
It's so people can find other things with the same hashtag.
yeah.
I thought it was for sorority girls to talk in their weird third-person voice, like Jim Gaffigan style.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
it became. It didn't used to be that.
Okay.
Like I like pie. Hashtag.
Hashtag now I'm fat.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't actually look up now I'm fat hashtags. I wouldn't.
No,
think.
no, I wouldn't think so.
But
Well, maybe that might be kind of funny.
Okay.
Brian, who'd you play?
Well, okay. So
this is awful.
I have been busy since Thursday, and since when Jared and I last spoke.
Yeah.
And because of that, I'm going to bring in a special guest at the
Is this allowed?
beginning. Yes,
We've never done this before.
I'm
don't know
doing
if
what's
this is allowed.
called an
World
audible.
first.
Audible.
World first.
I'm
audible.
doing an
Yeah.
audible.
Okay.
That's what they call it in sport ball.
Correct. And I'm going to bring in Cheeks a Flappin' early. Normally we have him on for chatting with Cheeks,
right.
but spoiler alert, I'm pulling an audible and he's going to do who'd Brian
So
play?
Cheeks is
Who'd
going to
Brian
tell
play?
us who you played.
He's going to well,
Well, he's gonna do Brian's Who Do You Play instead of Brian.
So we're actually
Brian's
hearing-
just copping out.
But this is who Cheeks played.
Yeah, I think this is not who Brian played through Cheeks.
anywho, I'm going to let Cheeks explain it for himself.
Go ahead, Cheeks.
All right. Well, we've been discussing Dota 2 synergies within our team. I don't want to give away any massive strategies here, but
Do they
There's
involve
not really massive strategies.
Do
to
they
give
involve
away.
Massive
space
strategies.
centaurs?
Yes.
but I've been working on trying to learn IO this week,
Yeah.
Io. All right.
or Wisp, whatever you want to call him.
We call him
And it's-
IO because that's what Dota 2 calls him.
That's
Probably
right.
was.
We don't
Yes. None of this.
right infringement stuff happening. So I've been trying them out, and I think I haven't won a game against bots yet
Okay.
with him.
It's a good sign.
But I don't think it's
Good
any
start.
fault of my own.
No.
I don't think I'm throwing the game. Or
I think it's
anything. I just see
impossible
my,
to win a game against bots as IO.
As bio also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way.
So
I think so.
I think it's I don't think it's me, but I think I'm kind of getting the idea or coming up with some ideas. This one thing happened in a bot match which I thought was pretty cool was I was laning with a Sand King for some reason.
Perfect.
Again, as you can, perfect, the perfect combo. But anyway, I was tethered to him, and then he did his burrow strike on a hero, and then it slowed the hero because of the tether.
Oh, that's kind of neat, actually.
Yeah.
So, which was
The
a
bots
really
know what's
cool
going on.
kind of stun, and then he was still kind of slowed trying to get out of it. And so I was
Right.
like, "Oh, sweet! I'm just gonna try and
You could get,
tether
Yeah,
the Sand
throw
King
your
the whole
balls at
time.
him.
Would you really want to do that? I don't know.
That's what you do with IO.
I know.
You could get some of those epic epicenter relocate ganks.
Right. Right.
Hashtag unintended synergy.
Yes.
That's true.
So overall,
My-
Jared's lost
my-
it.
are you enjoying playing Wisp overall there, Cheeks?
I think I'm trying. I think I'm doing this stupid thing of just like in a team fight, kind of hanging out on the outskirts, and then trying to tether to a guy who's in the middle of it, and then run around the whole team fight. to
Right.
try
That's
and
when you hit
kill all the
overcharge and run around.
What do I
Yeah.
do? What do I do? What do I do?
Exactly.
Hit people
And then,
faster,
and then
hit
I'll
people
hit the big wispy things that go out, and then I'll make them go out and come back in, and and then die pretty much.
You do the
Yeah, the balls.
How that goes.
The
you
balls.
do the IO light show and then you make weird twilights. You make weird Twilight Zone sounds.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think I'm
And
the
then
only one
and then
that
I
can
die.
actually hold this. show
Usually
together
just some
today.
sort
You
of
guys are just
gigantic
lost.
crit.
This is perfect.
But we were talking about
Best show ever.
We were talking about Wisp a little bit the other day, and I think somebody said something along the lines is there's like 3 people who can actually play Wisp
On Earth.
but they play him so well that they have to continuously nerf the character just because those 3 people can actually play the character,
It's so true.
which is ridiculous.
It's so true, though.
But maybe you'll be one of those. Maybe you'll be the 4th, Cheeks.
I really hope you are for our team.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome.
We might have lost him. I
Did
don't
we
know.
lose him? Oh no, we lost him.
That's all right. Let's move
It's
on.
like
to the
a
next
real. This is like a real thing.
This
now.
is like a real podcast.
Yeah.
thing. We lost him.
You can tell it's
right.
recorded live.
We apologize.
we're
When
gonna call
Brian
him
was
back.
laughing hysterically, he disconnected Cheeks.
We're gonna call him back and then get him on standby for a segment later.
Oh, yeah, but let's move on to the next.
Why
section.
don't you mute it while you're?
Well, yeah.
Dialing.
Sorry about that, Cheeks. We lost you there.
Gosh, somebody fix
Oh,
this in
it's
post.
okay.
Somebody fix this in post.
Okay. Anyway, no, we're not gonna fix this in post, Ben.
Anyway,
It's better and easier.
Anywho,
It's a
we're
lot
happy
easier
that
to
you're
not.
playing IO, and we'll see you at the bottom of the show.
yes, I'll see you in a while.
Ta ta.
Tatas.
Okay. Okay.
they're so goofy today.
All right, guys, let's get into the news.
I've gotten almost no sleep
What
recently.
was
That's
the
fine.
Thursday show like? It must have been awful.
It's bad.
No, it was great.
It was bad.
You didn't even listen to it, Jared.
I haven't yet.
It was good.
Okay.
All right,
I'm worried.
Let's bring in the news, folks.
Please bring in the news,
Okay,
Brian.
Do you need to
first,
push a button or something? You like
Nope.
to push buttons.
first news item. Jared, give us a Starladder 10 update.
Oh, yes. So it's starting to wrap up a little bit. We have the Chinese qualifiers are done. And a little bit of a surprise here. Hey, give that back. I was looking at that. LGD and IG both missed the playoffs.
Oh, that's surprising.
That seems like a big deal.
Yeah. Kind of a
'Cause
big deal.
LGD is like the new hotness in China, I thought.
yeah,
right?
they're basically, the new hotness.
Well, they had a really good
Exactly.
run during TI, obviously. I mean,
Well, but it's a completely different team.
oh, is it? I
yeah,
didn't know that. Okay.
So the 4 teams that made it into the playoffs there are Vici Newbie, no surprise there. HGT, Brian, our good
Hyper
friends,
Glory
the
team.
Hyper Glory
Yeah.
team, formerly known as Hearts Get Together, which is much better.
I was blown away by how well they're doing
Yeah, they're doing really well.
because they were just kind of like a middle of the pack team for a while.
But HGT, I'm still going to call them Hearts Get Together.
I
Because,
like Hearts Get Together.
It's like calling them Wisp. Right?
Exactly.
It sounds like some sort of like Japanese J-rock band.
That's exactly what I think of.
Yeah.
But then the other one is an LAI Gaming or something. LAIG.
Yep.
Don't bet against those guys
Pretty
on Dota
solid,
2
huh?
Lounge. You will lose everything like I did.
Okay. So your streak is over.
Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone. I got to reload.
Ben, obviously you didn't listen to
I gotta reload.
last week's show. That was a news item. Is Jared has lost all of his items.
No. I
Yeah,
don't-
that really cool Tidehunter like shark that I won.
Oh, you lost that?
Yeah. Oh God, yes.
Jared, you bet that thing?
I did.
You were linking up and getting all excited about how cool that thing
It was
was.
worth like $5. If I would have won the next
oh my
bet,
gosh, why did you not hold on to that?
if I would have won the next bet, I could have won something else really cool.
You're like the guy that bets away his house in Vegas in a movie.
I easily could do that.
It's the closest thing to
The
a house
Dota
in
2
Dota. I'll
equivalent.
give you
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
yeah. Tidehunter shark that's worth
Tidehunter
like
shark,
$5.
No, I don't listen to the show. I don't know why anybody listens to the show. So why
really
would
don't
I do
either.
that?
That's a good point. But otherwise, also the North American qualifiers wrapped up, and we have EG, SNA, Navi, US, which no surprise on those 3.
No.
But the 4th one was Not Today, which is
Yeah.
formerly Revenge with Smash and what is it, Mystico?
Mystico.
Yeah. So
He's from Peru, I understand.
yeah, they're Peruvians. Those damn Peruvians.
Yeah, they're doing well.
But yeah, so that's kind of exciting. Otherwise, Europe's still going because it's forever long. They have 16 teams.
They have a lot of teams in the Europe
Yeah,
one.
and the SEA is just kind of getting going. So
As much as I hate to admit that SNA has been looking really good
I
lately.
hate SNA so much.
I know, I do too.
You have to.
Everybody loves to hate them. I mean,
Yeah.
that seems like it's the most hated
Well,
team at the
and-
moment.
no,
Maybe
you know what?
Alliance still, but
Navi US, I hate more.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's sneaking. That's exactly why. I hate that
okay.
guy so much.
Oh,
I actually
jeez.
really,
Bless you.
I really like Brax.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good. He's been through a lot too.
Yeah,
Like
so-
on these weird like half Chinese teams and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of has a black thing going.
yeah. He
So-
does.
Black's a player, by the way, Ben.
Yeah, that's fine. I know who
it
Black
wasn't,
is.
wasn't a racial thing.
I didn't take it as such.
Because
Okay.
well, SNA is basically just old team liquid,
Yeah.
plus Ush.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's
Any
just
team
weird.
capping by fluff and stuff, and I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out.
Um,
And IX Mike.
yeah,
Don't like it. I don't care for him either.
he's got a weird mustache.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I don't know if I lost my Crystal Maiden mustache of his.
But
I
way
think I
too,
might have.
that guy is a
Your
player.
gambling problem, man. It's cracking me up.
Jeez. Your stupid Crystal Maiden mustache.
Hey, that thing was cool.
I kind of like that thing too.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit for that.
That thing was- that
you
thing
should
was
not have
intense.
bet that ever.
I know.
Keep the stuff that you like.
I do for the most part. I do for the most part.
I think that's a lie.
For the most part, I said. All right. But otherwise, yeah. That's basically
Okay.
where Starladder is right now. So
What
gonna
else?
Get excited.
What else in esports do you have us to tell about, Chair?
Game24. This tourney that happened last week.
Brought to us by NVIDIA, our friends at NVIDIA.
I would definitely suggest anybody that wants to watch some videos of really great Dota.
Yeah.
This tourney was great from beginning to end.
Okay. Anybody in particular? If you could
There-
watch 3 teams or something, what teams
Yeah.
would you want to check out?
So for the 4 teams that were invited to this, so there were only 4 teams.
Oh, it was only
invited,
4 teams involved. Okay.
were Cloud9, Tinker Alliance, and EG.
That's a good lineup.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The first round was a single elimination bracket. All of the matches were best of 5s, which was kind of interesting.
That is
That
weird.
is.
Yeah. So it was an EG Cloud9 first round and Alliance Tinker, which the Alliance Tinker whole series, watch the whole thing.
So that's the one you have to watch. huh?
That's the one that you want to watch.
Alliance is so strange because like sometimes they have moments of brilliance and
Totally.
they play great, but other times
Well, and it stunk.
it's just terrible.
It stunk too because Ake was out, so they had a stand-in. So really,
Yeah.
it was just Loda.
Who was their
Bulldog.
lion? Yeah, their
Loda
lineup is-
Bulldog, and then Chessie, who's one of their new guys, who's
Right.
playing their mid, and then Misery is the other kind of not really a stand-in but replacement.
Right.
And then they had a stand-in guy named Key. Who
So
was
really,
kind
they
of
didn't have a
weird-
lot of the core team there.
Well, yeah, it was just Bulldog and Loda,
Right.
like from old school
Was
Alliance.
this a online or offline tournament?
I think it was online,
Okay.
I believe.
I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was a
Yeah.
LAN. I'm not entirely sure, but seriously, we're gonna link to this game 5 because I found a VOD of it.
The show notes. I need to update the show notes from last week.
Yeah, you
3 days
this
ago.
this game is unreal. It's one of it's classic base race,
Oh
but
yeah.
my god, it was so much fun.
That sounds fun.
So
I'll have to
much
check
fun.
that out.
So definitely want to
I
steer
hate
people
that,
towards that way.
I hate that EG played really terribly.
They played so bad.
It was really bad. I don't know what was happening.
no Cloud9 was just on that day. I think is what it was. Honestly,
Yeah.
they were really on.
They were looking good. Who's playing for Sing Sing?
Fada.
Fada. Okay. Is he doing okay?
He's doing really well. He's fitting in. He's
okay.
fitting in better than Sing Sing did, I think.
Because he used to be on Sigma, correct?
Well, Sigma at one time, but he played for Mouse during TI.
I still feel really bad for Mouse Sports, by the way.
Seriously,
Their
that
team is
that
probably disbanded, right?
Well, it has to be because I mean they lost Pycat, who's playing for Tinker now. Fada's playing for Cloud9. Misery's over there. Yeah, Ben's completely zoned out.
glazing over right
so
now.
yeah, in other words, yes, I would imagine Mouse Sports is much in the way of Team Liquid, not officially disbanded, but
Yeah.
all but.
Okay. Well, thanks for the pro gaming updates.
Yeah.
Anything else
I
going
can
on
tell
in the
you
pro scene?
really are
I'm
interested in this.
marginally interested. I have a tolerance, and the threshold's gone. We passed the threshold of tolerance for that.
But yeah, just one more point.
I'd
This
like to
game
hear it.
5. This game 5 of Alliance and Tinker.
Okay.
Koikva, best player on earth right now.
Wow, really?
Okay.
I'm putting it out there.
Wow.
It's quite the
Why?
statement.
His faceless void in this game,
On point?
the best I've ever seen.
Okay.
He got zoned out so hard throughout the first part of the game. Like 10 minutes in, he was still level 2.
Oh my gosh, really?
He got zoned out so hard. But then he ended up, like, 5 minutes later, was at the right level. Was fine.
Yeah.
He had 2 5-man chronospheres.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that's great. Yeah, good for him.
You see people that can't even land a one-man chronosphere.
Well, they're
was-
pretty bad.
Yeah, he was so on point.
Okay.
He was so on point.
Wow, that's crazy. Because for a while I thought EG's Universe was the best Faceless Void player. Because he's pretty good.
Yeah, this game might change your mind.
Man. Okay, I definitely.
But
need to
I'm
watch
saying
this.
overall player,
Yeah.
like skill-wise, I think there's nobody playing better than Quickfoot right now.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
Also, this game Sing Sing was playing Ember Spirit, which is Ember Spirit is so good.
Yeah.
2 rapiers,
What?
Really? Okay.
2
that's fun.
Daedaluses, and a Battle Fury.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
So he's kicking some butt.
It was so good.
Gosh. Okay.
Rating for like
Sounds
1,200.
good. And I think the pro scene's picking up again. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a lot of fun.
I think Starladder's kind of fun. I'm excited to. I kind of want to get through this phase of the tournament and get into the
Oh yeah, no,
beefier part of it.
yeah.
And then I think I'll be more engaged.
Any sort of qualifiers like this is
That's not my thing. But
No,
I
I
like
understand.
watching the actual.
But the TI4 group stage was the best part.
It was. I'll give you that. It
Yeah.
was the best.
But
the best
group
Dota
stage-
was there. Yeah,
group stage different than qualifiers. The TI qualifiers
Oh, that's
were a
right.
little
we're pretty bad. Yeah, I mean it was okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
It was a little rough.
That's true. Yeah,
It was
the
a
group
little rough.
stage was the place to watch.
The group stage was great.
It was the bee's knees.
It was the bee's knees.
Absolutely.
Or if you're Alanis Morissette, the knees of my bees.
Right. The cat's pajamas.
The cat's pajamas. Jared, I'm following your excellent show notes here yet again.
Perfect. Yeah, because these were great. These
Yeah.
were so on point.
No, this is good.
Almost as good as Thursday.
This is good.
Because I think we spelled compendium wrong. Is that what you're pointing out?
Yeah, you have a note in here about the WLDL compendium.
didn't I?
That just rolls off the tongue, though, doesn't it?
the WLDL. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
What's that stand for?
Here on the WLDL.
The We Like Dota League.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so the We Like Dota League, we've kind of gone official with everything now.
100% official.
Everything's
It's
ready
all
to roll.
online.
If by official you mean like totally still unofficial, but more organized than we were in the past.
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I
We're
think
about,
it's officially like there.
besides the scheduling
exists.
spreadsheet, we're all ready to go.
It's beyond a theoretical
It's-
thing. which
well,
is what-
everything's
And
there.
also, it's like 2 weeks away, guys.
it's close. Oh, we're
I
so
just-
not prepared.
I know. This is bad.
We haven't practiced in 4 weeks.
Basically, if you get matched up against Team Noob Ask Noobs,
You're pretty much going to win.
It's like getting
a
a bye.
bye.
It's a bye.
yeah.
I feel confident about one game.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree with you as well. And yeah, we won't. Okay, we're not talking about that.
Just
See,
make
it's-
sure you ban Breaker.
It's a secret how bad we are. Nobody talk about it.
Spirit Breaker.
Ban all space
Yeah,
centaurs.
just please ban Spirit Breaker.
So with the WLDL, everything's final minus the scheduling spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
Field Studies does not want anyone to edit that quite yet,
Okay.
Okay.
but it exists and you can look at it.
Ah, that's nice.
What's the spreadsheet for?
have
It's
we
for scheduling.
Oh,
have we
schedule.
broken into groups yet?
I don't know. I've been gone all weekend and I haven't.
Yeah, I
looked.
haven't looked
But
either.
I'm gonna take a look after this. And
Yeah.
figure all that out.
But yeah,
you can go to WeLikeDota.com and click on the We Like Dota League link at the top.
at the top.
And friend of the show, and I would say even more friend of the show. I would say moderator of the show. No,
We're adding,
Confidant?
we're adding different titles now.
Confidant?
administrator of the show.
Wow.
Bunny
Mm-hmm.
has assembled the We Like Dota League compendium.
Yes, I would say the WLDL administrator. Maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's done a damn fine job. with
Absolutely.
It looks real nice.
Couldn't do
It's
without
very
him.
classy looking. I'll give you that.
Couldn't do without him.
So all you captains out there, submit your information to Bunny, and he'll add you to our fake compendium.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is not something you can purchase or get for free on the Dota Valve's Dota store.
No,
You can
we did
look
not
at
get.
it.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe this is still we've said it all along. This is our beta run,
This is our beta
Exactly.
run. Yep.
and maybe for the official first real,
Season
This is
one.
beta
Season
test
one.
one. We might need to do a beta test two.
it's possible.
We don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see how it goes.
6 years from now, we might be able to be ready to
It might
do
be
a
like
real league.
It might be like Gmail.
Right.
Beta forever.
You have to invite your friends.
Yeah, you have to invite your
But you
friends
have
over.
100
By the way,
invites.
yeah, exactly. I got my Gmail invite from you, Brian.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
back in what 2003, I think.
Something like
This
that.
is a
probably.
special moment. This
It
is
is
good.
It is.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the hero of the week.
Fine, whatever.
Does everybody have their information in? Do they need to do anything if they don't? Are we all
If you
set with
don't,
that?
There's
we are
still more
There'll be
information.
reprimands issued.
Yes.
So Bunny's just hunting people down if they don't.
Bunny's hunting people down, and I think
You may be replaced if you don't respond to
Oh,
Bunny.
wow, that's intense.
I'm just putting that out there.
Wow.
Bunny's taking this thing seriously. That's
Wow.
great.
Well, but seriously, we need people that are
We
actually.
do. We need to.
yeah.
At this point, we're 2 weeks out. We need
Yep.
to make
Yeah,
sure that
exactly.
because there's a lot of people. The demand to be involved in this was very high,
right, which is
and
fair.
so which is great. And I think we want to make sure that everybody who actually is wanting to be in it
100% agree with that.
can
yeah.
be, and people who are not. So
100% agree.
there we go. You don't have to be good to be in it.
Oh,
you just
God,
have
no.
to. You
Look
just
at
have
us.
to. You don't have to be consistent. You just have to want to be involved.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yadneb has spoken.
I have.
So it is written, and so it is.
So it is.
All right, guys, can we get on to the hero of the week?
No.
Okay.
I would prefer not to.
The
but we
hero
can.
of the week is Wraith King.
Oh, I
Perfect.
like him. He's fun.
We did this on your request, Ben.
Oh, was it my choice?
Yes.
I do like good old Wraith King. But yeah, let's talk about him, guys. I'm gonna direct this towards you, Ben. what kind of role do you put Wraith King in on your
I
team?
think the nice thing about Wraith King is you can probably do pretty much anything with him. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've seen him run mid, but outside of that,
It wouldn't be the worst thing.
it wouldn't
in
be
the
awful.
world.
I mean, it's not that I can't see
Yeah.
him run mid, but yeah, I mean, he can carry, he can support. He's got he's easy to play, and he has a nice stun and 2 lives. I mean, and
Yeah.
some lifesteal. So I like what he brings to the table.
Yeah, he brings everything to the table.
He really does. He's a great hero.
Yeah. So you kind of hit on it earlier. What lane do you typically put Wraith King in?
I like to, when I play him in the safe lane as a safe lane carry.
Yeah.
Or even sometimes in the off lane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can do either.
Yeah, I think it's anything.
Really, in my notes I put whatever.
Whatevs.
As in,
Well, you put whatevs.
yeah, whatevs. Correct. For both role and lane, because literally I think you can do whatever you want with this guy.
Very flexible. He's
Yeah.
a good first pick for that reason, I think.
Yeah,
Because
especially at our skill level, I 100%
yeah, I
agree with
think
that.
he's going to fit into everything. You're not really. He doesn't tell you a whole lot about a team comp.
And you get a stun.
And you get a nice stun.
Stun and slow.
It's
great.
actually a really nice stun.
I think one of the best level 1 stuns in the game.
Yeah. But yeah,
pretty solid.
let's talk about that, shall we? Let's talk about his skills.
Bring it.
So his Q,
Is a stun.
his only active ability,
Yeah.
Right.
is a stun. It's called Wraith Fire Blast.
Yeah.
Wraith King sears an enemy unit with spectral fire, dealing damage and stunning them, then dealing damage over time and slowing the target. The damage is 50, 100, 150, and 200. Mana cost is 140 at all levels. The cooldown is 8 seconds. The range is 525. The stun duration is 2 seconds at all levels.
Yeah.
And are you guys watching football?
No.
No.
Okay.
we were following along on
We're-
Dota Wiki.
We could not be paying more attention. We have Wraith Fire Blast up on the screen, and you're sitting here
Perfect,
looking at us,
perfect.
yelling at us about this.
The slow is minus 20%. The damage over time is 15, 30, 40, and 50.
Seriously.
Slow duration is 2 seconds as well. So
What, we don't take this seriously, Brian.
Seriously. what
I
the
don't
heck,
even
man?
take this seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah,
it's
Jared,
nice.
as you said, it's one of the
second
best level 1 stuns in the game.
Absolutely.
Because you
is.
get that 2-second stun right off the bat.
Doesn't deal a ton of damage at level 1, but you get a 2-second stun and a 2-second slow.
And the cooldown is very generous. I mean, that's what I
Absolutely.
love about it, is you can get really 2 stuns off on somebody
If you have enough mana.
if you have enough mana, and if you kind of just plan it out, the fact that they're going to be running away from you.
Right.
And you need to be close anyways as Wraith King because you need to hit them in a melee range. So
Yeah.
it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it works well for chasing. It works well for initiating. Gosh, you get like a blink dagger and throw off one of his stuns. It's a good initiation.
Yeah. It's great, but I mean,
Yeah.
what I mean by that is Wraith King starts with a total of, without any items, 234 mana. That's his mana pool starting off. So, I mean, you only can
that's-
get one of them off.
That's
right
over
away.
half his mana pool.
At level 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Unless you get some branches. If you
Yeah.
get some branches, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
He's definitely even though he only has one active ability, he definitely has
it's
a
a
lot of
darn
mana
good.
problems.
It's a good active ability.
Well, yeah, for sure. 100% agree with that.
Right.
Do you think he has mana problems? I think you have to be smart about it. You can't just throw the stun left and right.
100% I think he has mana problems.
Yeah.
I think with levels, he doesn't necessarily have
As much.
as much.
I
yeah.
would say you run into a mana temptation with him where you want to use that.
a mana temptation.
No, you do, though. You get-
Hashtag mana
Mana-
temptation.
Mana Temptation
But
Island.
it's tempting sometimes to use that stun because it's on, it's off a cooldown, it's available.
Right.
And sometimes you shouldn't use that stun because
Well-
then you can't use your ult.
Right,
That's
exactly.
what he runs
exactly.
into with that. So,
So we'll get into that.
yeah.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, his W is a passive. Spoiler alert, they're passives from here on out.
Kind of.
Except for the last one's kind of not.
No,
Kind of
it-
is. It kind of isn't.
well, yeah.
It's-
You don't have to press a button.
You can take every other key off your keyboard besides.
It requires
Q.
some planning though versus
Yeah.
these other two.
Okay, his W is Vampiric
Aura.
Aura. Nearby
Ola.
friendly units. Shut up, Jared. Nearby friendly units gain hit points based on their damage dealt when attacking enemy units. The lifesteal is 15, 20, 25, and 30%. Scales pretty well.
It's pretty nice.
Absolutely does.
So this is basically
And it stacks with other orb attacks.
Right.
So, I mean,
right because it's an aura.
yeah.
It's basically a free Vlad's that affects ranged units as well.
Right, exactly. And you can buy Vlad's on top of it. And
yeah, you can just do lifesteal on top of
yeah,
lifesteal. with
exactly.
him.
So,
That's
I
great.
mean, just putting that out there.
That would be great.
It's all right. Yeah, I mean, it's as long as you're not getting stun locked, and life steal doesn't do anything for you if you're not hitting anybody. So.
Right, exactly.
It's true. It's a good point. And
That's true.
I kind of feel like, well, Ben, you play a lot of Wraith King. Do you tend to get this early? Do you go for like a value point? Do you?
It depends on what you're wanting to do. It depends on. I mean, if you're wanting some extra life and you're out of regen, you might go with that as an option. As long as you're not down too low on life.
Right.
I really like it. I think when you're support, it's really nice too to have in the lane.
Definitely agree with that.
Especially if you're with a hero that tends to get harassed a little bit or something.
Yeah.
I really like it then. So, but it just depends. You kind of see how the game is going and the flow of the game.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can be more aggressive. If you don't feel like you need it, then you're going to go to his third ability, which we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as if you're building as a support, I definitely think that getting first level, getting the stun, and then just leaving
I would
it
max
level
this
1.
next. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely max this next as a support.
Even go stats over anything else,
I think so. Yeah.
just to get your mana pool up. It's a
Yeah.
decent idea.
When I play Wraith King support, I do like to get maybe like 2 levels in lifesteal, and then if my carry is doing fine in lane, I'll just go hit the jungle or start doing ancients or something like that.
Totally.
Get myself some
You've
farm.
got the
and-
greedy support role, which is what you're describing, which is great.
yeah.
We like that.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Okay. His E is Mortal Strike, also a passive.
So nice.
Wraith King passively gains a chance to deal bonus damage on an attack. So they're really hammering in that you don't have to do anything with this.
That's great. He's so easy to use.
Critical damage is 150%, 200, 250, and 300%, and the critical chance is 15% on all levels.
Wow.
So how does this, Jared, how does this stack up against like Chrysalis or Daedalus? Daedalus?
Less chance, but the chance goes up, but the critical amount goes up.
Okay.
So I
So 3 times,
believe.
yeah.
Well, here I'll just pull it up. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, so I never know how much
And
to
it's
be
not on
leveling this up because, well, I guess it'll help you last hit a little bit easier when you're in lane.
Right. Yeah.
It can, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's that 15% chance to make it easier.
It's great to when you get that critical off. It feels really nice. I mean, I think
Well,
that's
not
what
just
it boils
that.
down
Not
to,
just
yeah.
that, but I mean, then it's gonna help your lifesteal.
It does
Right.
help your life steal when you do it, and I really like it when you have some decent attack speed because you're going to get the
100% agree with that.
get it to actually trigger more often. So.
Yeah. It kind of seems like it's one of those things where kind of almost like how you'd get Hand of Midas. Like if you anticipate team fighting early, you might want to get some more of this
Sure.
and, start maxing this out a little earlier than you would some of the other abilities. Yeah. Did you find
I was
that
gonna
yet,
I was
Jared?
gonna get Chrysalis first and then Daedalus.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Tell your internet to go.
Okay. Well, we are streaming and Skyping, and my wife is probably watching Netflix. So
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
even
that's a good
care.
point.
I don't even care anymore.
Chrysalis is at 20% at 1.75. So
So less critical damage, but higher percentage.
wait, say it again.
20% at 1.75.
Oh, right, math. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and what's his level 1? It's 15%, but
150.
So-
or 1.5.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
So after you get a couple levels into it, then
then
it's
Daedalus is a quarter, so 25% at 2.4.
Say it again.
25% chance at
Okay.
2.4 times.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he even cares about the numbers. Do you?
No,
no,
I
but
just,
you're also getting 81 damage with that.
I
so-
really have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like I really have to think about it to process those numbers, which is sad.
That's okay.
Yeah, and I've seen items
nice
for Wraith
passive.
King with Mortal Strike. When he lands one of those, like he'll spin. He'll like jump
is
in
that
the
right?
air.
Yeah.
He'll spin.
They have a kinetic gem on them or something.
It is a kinetic gem.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, except it's so fast that you barely noticing it happen. So it's kind of
You don't want it to be annoying, do you?
Yeah.
You do want it to be annoying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's part of the charm.
Okay.
right? Okay, let's move on to his ultimate.
Okay.
Reincarnation. Wraith King's members. Ugh. I don't like that. Wraith King's members regroup after death, allowing him to resurrect when killed in a battle. Upon death, enemy units in a 900 radius will be slow. And I think this...
75%
That's a good
slow for
yeah.
5 seconds.
Yeah, and this was just recently added, right? Like, this is what kind of made Wraith King a little more viable.
Yeah, more. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think the. Here, let's just look at his changelog.
Okay. All right, well, I'll read over the stats. The mana cost is 140. The cooldown is 260, 160, and 60 seconds. The reincarnation time is 3 seconds. The movement slow is minus 75%. The attack speed slow is minus 75. And the slow duration is 5 seconds. So we're talking, that's basically taking a Hyperstone out of the game.
There it is.
Yeah, 6.8 it was added.
6.8, yeah.
Okay.
It was increased from 50% to 75% and changed from 4 to 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I think the thing that made him more viable more recently was the fact that he's not a Skeleton King anymore. He's a Wraith King.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's
a good
more
point.
viable.
And they put that croissant on his chin.
Yeah,
Right, that helps.
Yeah.
I think so. Oh, my
I-
baby's crying downstairs.
Oh, poor Lillian.
Yeah.
Your wife's a very nice person for watching her.
Oh, she loves it.
It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anywho.
I really like Reincarnation. I think there's obviously the strategy is to maintain enough mana for it to
Right.
actually click.
Yeah, and there's a trick to that too.
Well, yeah, if you have boots, you mean, or what are you thinking?
No, I'm thinking a magic wand.
Yeah, a magic wand would be one of those ways you can do that for sure. And then the other thing, strategically, you can intentionally die to get that slow off.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
I mean, you can essentially initiate
Yeah.
kind of poorly.
That's a bold choice.
Pro
then-
feeding.
And yeah, it's pro feeding, right?
Space created.
Well, you create that 75% slow then for everybody, and
Yeah.
you've got to stun off, and you come back into the fight ready to go. So it's a thing.
It is. It is.
It is a thing.
And it's also worth noting if he has the Aegis.
It's 3 lives.
It is.
Yeah, that's a lot of
But
lives.
he will use his reincarnation first and then the Aegis.
Right. That's kind of like Mario. That's what Mario does. He starts with 3 lives.
Unless he doesn't have enough mana, then I guess he would use the Aegis
Yes.
then.
I don't think Mario gets the Aegis usually, does he?
No.
Okay.
No. He gets the green mushrooms.
Right, which is kind of
One ups.
I don't know.
I think it is worth noting.
Can we just start calling the Aegis one up?
Sure. Why not?
A one up?
You guys did mention that if you don't have mana, you won't reincarnate.
Yes.
So, are we calling like mana steal or mana drain a hard counter to Wraith King?
100% yes.
I think without a doubt, yeah, that
Yeah.
certainly takes a lot of his viability out of the
Who
picture
has
there.
mana drain though? I guess necro units.
EMP from
Invoker.
Invoker is one of the things
You
that I think
have
can cause a
mana
lot of
drain from
problems.
Lion.
Lion, yeah.
You
Anti-mage.
have mana burn from Necro units.
Yeah.
And then the Diffusal Blade, right? Doesn't that do something?
I'm not sure. I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, silence doesn't help. It still works through a silence. So, and would still work through a doom also.
It works through Doom even. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's
I
impressive.
hear the wind now.
I do. It's really picking up. I think we're gonna get a storm.
I think so. I think I might have to close the window.
Yeah, that's fine. If you need to, go for it.
But yeah, so Hero of the Week, Wraith King. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Or we still want to talk about items you get on him, right?
Yeah, I think we want to talk about items.
Okay, let's
Bam.
do that.
Okay. So what do you get early game with Wraith King? I guess it kind of depends on what you play, right?
Yeah, and that's why I kind of I divided it from.
Oh, look, this is classy, Jared.
Yeah, you didn't notice that until
I did
now?
not.
Come on.
Okay, so if you're playing a core, let's start with that.
Okay.
Take us through it, Jared.
So if you're playing core, I mean, it's really hard to screw up, in my opinion.
Fair.
Basically, you start, your normal regen, clarity's always probably a good idea if you have the gold, just because you can get that stun up.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
I have that can't be right.
Good.
A quelling blade might not be a bad idea to help you last hit.
Yep.
And then I think a stick for him is at the very least. If you're going to be, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. If you're laning against somebody who's going to be doing that, a lot.
Even not, in my
Yeah.
opinion, just given his, the fact that if you have a full stick and you use it
Yeah.
right before you die, you're guaranteed to reincarnate.
Right.
So that's going to be enough mana because it's 140 mana, the reincarnation.
Yeah. No, that's not a bad idea.
So that I think is really important. Otherwise, classically you see armlet on him a lot.
Yeah.
I don't love Armlet on him.
I
to
don't
be
either.
honest.
I don't
I
either.
like to go like Hyperstone and then build that into an Assault Cuirass.
Totally agree with
kind
that.
of thing.
I think,
It's a good mid game item.
yeah. I think, honestly, I prefer Maelstrom before that.
Okay. I can see that one too. I'm
Maelstrom,
okay with
baby.
that. Yeah.
Honestly,
You build Maelstrom because you're a man.
absolutely.
Right.
And it's a super effective item for farming right now.
It's a very nice item right now. It's definitely in.
Yeah, for sure. But honestly, at that point, you can literally build anything you want on him damage-wise, and it's not going to be a wrong choice.
You put BKB here. I like to see that.
Yeah, I do like to get a BKB, depending on the situation.
Right, it's always situational.
nice.
Always situational, but I'm always going to put it on there because it's always situational.
I'm not
And I will
denying
never build one,
that. Damn you, Jared.
which is why I don't play carry. But yeah, honestly, from there, I really believe that you can build pretty much anything.
Yeah.
A Desolator is great on him.
Yep. You can even go like Scotty,
Sure.
Lincoln
That's
Sphere
slow.
if it calls for it.
That's slow is great.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
options for him, really.
Yeah, Shivas would be great.
Shiva's works.
An AC, like you mentioned, an Assault Cuirass would be a very wise decision.
Yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this hero.
I do like Assault Cuirass. Heart of Tarask.
Absolutely.
You can totally do a hard on him.
Oh my goodness.
And his strength gain is so high that he's just going to have so many hit points. Like those little bars, that represent 200 life points. At the end of games, you always see
20,000 of them.
yeah. Like,
Because he's a strength hero. I mean,
yeah, his strength gain is really high.
Yeah.
So it's always really entertaining watching something like that. And you're like, God, I have to kill how much of this guy?
right. Wraith
Twice?
I mean, his sustainability
Twice?
is what makes him so you
Yeah.
can't ignore him because he does enough damage,
Yeah, exactly.
and he's
He's
there
very
forever.
relevant.
And if you kill him, he's just going to be right back into it. So
And you're not going to be able to run away.
right. So he's generally can't be your first target, but he does too much damage to ignore.
not be your first target, right, yeah.
Exactly. So he's a little bit annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Support items. Obviously, wards and courier.
Yep.
And then things.
Yeah. So from there, I think a lot of clarities is a good idea. 2 or 3 even. Because you're wanting to get that
That's done off.
done off as
That's
much
your
as
job.
possible. Also, I think a wand is a great idea. Or stick, whatever.
Yes.
What's the degraded one?
Magic stick is the degraded
Stick.
one. Wand is the one where you take a magic stick and branches and wrap them together with a piece of paper.
Perfect. That's the one you
That's-
want
that's
if
pretty
you're
great.
a carry.
That's
You
pretty
want
great.
just the weird looking one. Like without the branches.
It's like a Harry Potter branch.
Exactly.
Magic. It's a magic wand in Harry Potter, but it's a
It's a
magic stick
in Dota. Perfect. I definitely would suggest your magic stick then. Again, for the same reasons that it
Yeah.
has 10 charges of 15 mana apiece. So if you have 10 charges on it, you're
Yeah.
getting ready to die. No matter how much mana you have, you pop that thing and you're going to reincarnate.
Assuming you have the charges.
Right, exactly. But I'm just saying, leaving it with 10 at all times isn't a bad idea.
In a team fight, you're probably going to have enough charges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, but otherwise, I think our good friend of the show that's listening right now, Cheeks of Flappin', is always a big fan of Bassy Ring on him
Oh, yeah. It's nice.
as a support item. And I think it makes a lot of sense because it's going to up your mana regen. Again,
Yeah. And your armor.
yeah, exactly.
Almost more importantly, the armor.
So,
Or just as important.
yeah. But otherwise, instead of, like, if you're building as a carry, I definitely think treads are a great option.
Yeah.
But a mana boot is always the way to go if you're building, as a support.
Or you can go the Sabone route and go the semi-carry build and go for power treads.
Yeah, you like the treads.
As long as somebody on your team is building a mana boot,
Somebody should have a mana boot.
yeah. At all times.
And then what situational items do you recommend, Jared?
If nobody on your team then at that point is building a mech, I think that's a good decision.
Yeah.
Because again, that's going to give you more armor, going to give your team a lot of team fight.
Yeah.
And then of course our favorite support item ever, drum.
Drum. Love it. And Ben wants to buy more recipes to up the charges on it.
Absolutely.
Of course I do. Yeah. Let's do it.
I want 10 charges on it.
So many charges on the drums. Just constant drums.
And then at that point you can transition into a carry,
Perfect.
which is always a great
Yeah.
thing, a great option late game.
What about I didn't see any mention of Blink Dagger.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
true. That's
Blink
true.
Dagger.
You
on
can,
Wraith
you,
King.
you can do so many things with Wraith King.
You
I think
can
that's the
literally
beauty.
do anything. Mm-hmm. You can do magic,
You can do magic. Illusions, Michael.
illusions.
I like an
Okay.
Abyssal Blade just for an extra stun sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's totally true. That's totally
one of the
true.
Things I like to go with.
If it hasn't been said already, you can literally do anything.
Yes.
You could even get Yule Scepter. Why not?
Well, there's reasons you wouldn't want to do that one.
Okay.
No, the movement speed would be great.
I know it's okay.
Okay, Jared, recommend, do not recommend.
100% recommend for everyone ever.
Great.
At all times.
Yes, in any situation.
He's a good hero to learn stuff on.
No, I
he's good to
totally
start
agree.
with.
Yeah, you only have to hit one button.
Yeah.
Q. If you get an armlet, you have to hit another button.
A good all pick player because then you're there to play support if nobody picks support.
Right.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
And
no,
then you
that's
can
true.
semi-carry later on when nobody actually carries and gets last hits.
Ben, what's
a good
your
point.
recommendation?
Thumbs up.
Okay,
Recommend.
I'm giving it one of these.
Yeah, these are definitely a buy.
Fat kid.
It's definitely about
Give it one fat kid.
Yeah, go look for the food reviewer, his Fruit Gushers episode.
It's a good one.
Look, I hate to say this, but this is what it is. It's a little diabetic kid reviewing candy.
I like his Girl Scout cookie one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Is that the one where he gets really upset about the
so.
Girl Scout cookies? They're pretty good. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll put it in the show notes. We'll put it in the show notes.
Perfect.
All right, let's move on to the item of the week.
Item of the week.
Jared, what's the item of the week?
Item of the week this week is Urn of Shadows.
Okay. Made of two
You
gauntlets.
did a
of-
funny voice for that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Made of two
I'm doing the
gauntlets of
radio voice.
strength.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
It was not bad. I like it.
Well, thank you, Ben. I really appreciate it.
We don't have to do it the whole time.
No, I'm going to from here on out.
Please don't.
No. You asked for it. You got it.
Anywho, it's made of two gauntlets
You
of
guys are so
strength,
weird today.
a sage's mask, and a recipe. Really, there's a recipe?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
250 gold.
Gives you plus 6 strength, which, Jared, you kindly wrote in there, 114 HP,
Yeah, gets you 114 hit points, kids.
plus
important.
50%
Good
mana
job on the math.
regen,
It's great.
costs $875.
Gold coin.
It has an active on it called Soul Release. Heals HP over time for friendly units, but deals damage over time for enemy units. The healing effect is lost if the affected unit takes damage from an enemy hero or tower.
But not creeps.
An allied heal is 400 HP. The damage to an enemy is 150 damage.
Yeah.
The heal/damage duration is 8 seconds, and the range is 950. Cooldown is 7 seconds. So, Jared, break this down for me. What's going on here?
Favorite support item ever.
Whoa. Favorite ever.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Is it just because of the versatility?
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
And because I usually am playing heroes that aren't necessarily always really supposed to be supports as
Okay.
supports. And if you are playing support, they're super squishy.
So you like so you get the health,
Yeah.
and then you also get the dot.
Yep,
and-
exactly.
And you get the heal.
You get the heal. You get this item gives
It
you
is a great
so
item.
much sustain for 875 gold. It gives your team so much sustain throughout the game, and being able to get it at like the between the 12 and 15 minute mark as a support, even when you're
a
getting
good
no
item.
gold, it's a great item.
I
It's
agree.
a great
I
item.
really like it too. I like what it brings to the table.
It
for
does
sure.
seem like a really good item for only 875 gold.
Exactly. I think the value for this is through the roof.
I would concur with that. Here's the thing: you only get the charges.
When a hero dies,
So if you're really getting destroyed, that's when I found this is not a useful item.
I would agree with that.
There are
But you're
times
still going to get a little bit of hit points,
you're gonna yes,
and
but
you're going to be around heroes that die
the
eventually.
value drops down though.
I would agree with
Do
that.
you
if you're
only
getting-
get charges for enemy hero deaths?
Yes.
Enemy hero dies within 1,400 units. So you got to be in some of those fights. and
Yeah, you
getting-
definitely
and
have to
then
be
getting-
around team fights
right,
and not dying first.
and you have to be alive.
Yeah, you have to not die first.
Right. So
yeah. That is true. That is true.
maybe not a great item for the initiator, for example, or a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
But I like the item overall. You just have to be aware that if you're really getting destroyed and you're not living through those team
It's not
fights,
gonna give you
it's not
much
gonna help
value
you
out.
out a whole
Yeah.
lot. So
And I do like this item, but I also think it doesn't replace mech because
No, I
you
definitely
can't-
agree with
it
that.
doesn't.
You can only use the damage in a team fight realistically,
Right.
Yeah.
because once you get hit,
Well, you can use
It goes
it
away.
depends. If it's one of those team fights that's a little bit of a poking back and forth.
right?
Right.
If you got a guy who's getting damage and they escape,
Urn is great because then you can get them right back into the fight without them going back and found after 8 seconds. So I really like that. Yeah, 400 life after 8 seconds. That's not bad. And 8 seconds goes pretty fast. I mean, again, it's like that's basically a team fight. Yeah. So you're looking at like team fight engagement 1, you go back off and they're engaged again right away. Yeah, exactly. You might be able to set a secondary engagement that you might be able to get that heal off. I would agree. That's
Boom.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a good item.
Yeah. I really like it.
Jared, do you remember that match we played where we just went for like the heal squad?
Oh yeah.
And I played
Super
Dazzle
heals.
with like did I have an urn and a mech?
I think so.
probably did.
And then I had my Shadow Wave. And
Then we also had a witch doctor and an omni knight on that team.
yeah, that was a crazy amount of heals.
Yeah.
So-
That is definitely a strat that we will give away right now because we're going to totally use that.
Or
yeah,
will we?
totally don't ban that strat out.
No way.
Totally don't ban that.
Ban Spirit Breaker.
Right. Okay, Jared, Ern, recommend, do not recommend.
100%.
Ben, recommend, do not recommend.
I would recommend. If you need to hit a button or something,
I
I'm just gonna say it.
also recommend.
You got to hit a button.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you one of these.
How neat is that?
I'll give you one of those.
I didn't really need you to hit a button. It just felt like you needed to hit a button.
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's why I wanted to just give you the freedom to do that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for us to welcome our good friend Cheeks onto the show.
Did you hang up on him again?
I may have. I don't think I did. I've got this to play, though.
Hello.
Welcome to the inexorable web of systemic bullshit we collectively refer to as Dota.
How's it going, Cheeks?
It's going pretty good. We've got a lot of folks in the chat this week. It's
Okay.
very
Fancy.
exciting.
Cool.
I think
Fancy.
We've had at least about 10 different folks
Whoa!
Welcome. Welcome.
in and out
That could be a
over
record.
the thing. It's a new record.
It could be. I don't know. Nobody keeps track of these things.
Yeah, nobody does. But I was impressed.
Good.
Okay.
And I am depressed.
Oh,
That's not true.
Don't be
That's not
depressed.
true.
This is great. This is great. So we've been talking. Last Talon said that he had some sort of mic level thing, which he says you're
Oh,
totally
no.
going to have to fix in post.
oh, great.
Oh, crap.
Sounds fun.
At first, I thought he was talking about a correction you guys are going to have to make about Earn, but then he was just like post. In 305, talking about Earn of Shadows, was saying it's good for a push strat. Otherwise, if you're farming well support, then you should just go for Arcane and Mech and Drums, is kind of
Wow.
what he thinks. That's his opinion. And then everybody was
There's some truth to
Everybody was super mad at all the Wraith King support items, or all the Wraith King items you were suggesting.
that. They don't like
Perfect.
they don't
It's
like any of
anything.
the items.
Just right click on something.
I don't think you can go wrong. You can't go wrong.
I think that there are better. I think we kind of copped out. I'll give you that, Cheeks. I think we could have said that there's better items than others.
Yeah,
Sure.
You know when
We
you
didn't
play
really do that.
Dota,
No.
they have this on the items thing. When you open up the shop, there's this thing that says suggested items.
Right.
guys.
We
Have you ever
avoided that
seen
whole thing and just said pick whatever
Oh,
you
those are
want.
terrible choices.
They're sometimes okay.
Yeah.
But let's see. We also got talking to N305 was talking about he was pitching me his movie for DreamWorks, which I thought was pretty good. Let me
Okay.
see if I can find it here. He says a slightly older Pakistani guy is really into basketball. He breaks his legs in a car accident, so he turns his attention to Dota. But then marriage and everything comes in, so he starts playing after he gets married with his wife's approval, of course, and then wins TI5.
Sounds like a good one.
Heartwarming.
This sounds like the next Karate Kid movie.
Heartwarming.
I think it really is. I think it's got a lot of potential. Maybe after TI. Let's say TI10. We'll give it a couple more years to build up momentum. Hopefully, get a little more public notice so people know what we're talking about.
It could be
or this
played
could be the
by,
movie that breaks the international into mainstream culture more.
It could be the star could be that Pakistani guy from Seinfeld.
It could be.
Yeah.
Does
You're
he-
a very bad man.
No, he recommended Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
He's,
he
good.
can do anything
as
he
the
wants.
lead.
He's a good actor.
He can do whatever
He's
he
got
wants,
chops.
Brian.
I think he could do it.
Does this
Totally.
guy know though
do
that we are broke podcasters who cannot finance a movie?
Well, he was pitching it to me. We got to talking about
Yeah, you could finance
about teaching and stuff, and I was talking.
Yeah,
I was
rich
trying
teacher.
to encourage him to take up painting because I'm a visual arts instructor.
Okay.
And then he was telling me about econometrics, which is pretty interesting, as interesting as it sounds.
Wait,
And,
what
I
is
am
it?
very
yeah.
interested.
What's econometrics?
Econometrics, it's the study of statistics and how you apply it to the supply-demand
so
equation. So it's sort of it's a lot of business.
Jared, stop touching me.
Big business.
I'm touching everything right now. I'm so excited.
Well, that's great. I think that's great. You've lost Jared and Ben though.
No, you've lost. Well, yeah, because Jared's touching me, and you've lost Jared because he's excited.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're
I'm all
supposed
about
to
the
finance.
business.
I don't know how we're supposed to finance a movie if we can't even pick Wraith King support items correctly.
I don't think you can pick
Yeah,
them incorrectly.
At least I gave a real opinion.
Just buy an urn.
it's called Kickstarter, guys. Just go to
perfect.
Kickstarter.
Fantastic.
okay.
Well, then
There
now,
we go.
what else you got for us, Cheeks?
Well, let's see. Other than that, we've just kind of been talking about. Last Talon was suggesting that he coaches me on IO, and I thought that maybe we could turn that into that segment, that Whisperin' with Cheeks
Oh yeah,
segment, where he coaches me through some
Sounds
IO
like
play.
fun.
that sounds great.
And so we're talking
Title
about
is
getting that
great.
together this week.
We should
which
do that.
Could be,
Can I
which could be hilarious, I'm sure.
can I post those videos to the We Like Dota account?
Oh, and then Last Talon says they should start a Kickstarter for Wraith King items. And of
So-
course,
so you can afford
everyone is disappointed that Wraith King is no longer Skeleton King.
Oh, I think it's better.
It's a thing, you know.
He glows now. I'll be honest, I did hate it when they changed it. Now I don't care
Yeah.
anymore.
I'd honestly forgotten.
He's got really cool items, though. I like his sword modeled after Sacred Relic.
Yeah, that thing's pretty neat.
That thing's real cool.
Do people? I think it has to do with Chinese regulations and stuff, right? That's why they
yeah,
changed
I think
it.
that's a lot of it.
I don't know. I thought it had more to do with
With
Diablo
Blizzard,
3
right?
and
Yeah.
Blizzard owning skeletons.
I don't think Blizzard has the rights to skeletons, though. To be honest, I think you're allowed to have a skeleton king. I think that's been.
Well,
seen
his
in
name
other-
was Leoric, and that's a
Yeah.
boss in Diablo, right?
Well, yeah. But
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Totally. Having played a bunch of Diablo 3 lately,
We
yes.
have played a lot. Yeah, it's been
You have to kill the skeleton king to go further in the game.
Perfect.
So that probably has more to do with I don't know. Maybe it doesn't.
Okay.
Well, I
I'm just
appreciate.
spitballing here.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing the community feedback today. That's great.
Well, yes. It's great to have everyone here again. Everybody, just come and chat with me during the podcast
That's
next
right.
time. Are we doing this around the same time next week?
Yeah, we'll see.
I do believe.
Should be.
No. Okay.
Just
Then
watch,
around this
watch the
time.
Twitter account for the announcement.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Spoilers. We have a Twitter account.
And we do. All right. Are we ready to get into some Noobs Ask Noobs
Let's
here?
do it.
All day.
We gotta do it at some point.
Okay.
All day.
Noobs Ask Noobs.
I'm gonna try not to offend anyone with my answers.
Good
They're-
luck.
You've
They're
already
probably
offended
gonna-
plenty of people today, so
They're
just
probably
keep
gonna
going
be
with it.
wrong.
By Urn of Shadows.
What's the question? What's the first question? These guys have a sense of the just a case of the giggle.
Ben is so pissed
They
off
have the
today.
giggles today.
I do have
Cheeks.
the
It's-
giggles.
It's a little obnoxious.
Ben doesn't even like to have fun anymore.
I don't. I never
You were like
liked.
a million years old.
I've never liked fun. I don't know why you guys would even imply that I did at one point.
Older
in time.
than fear.
What's your first question?
All right, first question for Noobs Ask Noob this week. This was posted a while ago by Sizzlebox, but I don't think you guys ever really came up
Oh,
with it.
no.
It says, how can I
Sizzlebox.
play
Nice.
versus Bane when I don't have a hero with silence?
Oh.
Thanks.
I think we answered that
Sizzlebox.
question.
Sorry,
didn't we?
Sizzlebox. I don't think we ever answered this.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
can buy
so.
an item that has silence on it,
Orchid.
Orchid or BKB question mark?
or stun him. I think we talked about this question.
Kill him.
Kill him.
That is an
the
option.
ultimate counter.
that is
It's
an
just kill.
That's about as good as our Wraith King item suggestions. Kill him. Gosh, but no, a stun would be good. An orchid would be good.
Yeah.
Don't wander around alone is good because you don't want to get kind of caught
Yeah.
out because you can't do a whole lot that way. Because
Yeah.
I mean, Brian's
Travel in packs.
to a certain extent. Brian's right. If they do have you grasped, fiend gripped, then you can kill him and get you out of the fiend grip. So if you focus him down, there's an option there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could pick Enigma, and then when he thinks about, you think he's about to fiend's grip you, you could cast that little the mini stun thing, whatever that is.
Oh yeah. Maleficus.
Maleficus. Or
Yes, that's
Black
it.
Hole.
Or black hole it. Yeah.
or just black hole.
Yeah.
Solo Black Hole.
Good suggestions,
Yeah.
everyone. Well done. We answered
Yeah.
the question.
Well,
You could
fine.
abyssal
Hey, you
blade
guys
him.
said you didn't want
Yeah.
to pre-screen
You
these.
could
5,000 gold.
Scythe of Vicem.
No, the question was fine. The answer was
Again, 5,000
kind of
gold.
okay.
Look, you don't listen to We Like Dota for cutting edge strategies, okay?
Space Cow.
Right.
What's the second question, Cheeks? One of us has to keep this thing going.
All right. Okay.
My
to
gosh.
keep the momentum going, here's the second question. This is from Diddy Mitch. Would like to know
Diddy
your.
Mitch, great.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah,
All right, here we
sorry.
Ralph,
Sorry,
young
go
man.
ahead.
Okay. Here we
Go
go.
ahead, please.
Would like to know your thoughts on Huskar. He and Dragon Knight are my go-to guys. By the way, just searched iTunes for Dota and came across your podcast. Have to say it's a great listen. A shout out from Ireland.
Oh,
Oh,
oh my gosh,
welcome.
Ireland, the land of you too.
Jared and I are part Irish.
No, I am not. How many times do we have to go over this? Zero Irish in my blood.
I'm part Irish.
And I'm gonna have to check with Last Town, but I'm pretty sure that the battlefield in Dota is in Ireland. I think.
No, it's not. Is it really?
Just joking. All right.
Confirmed.
Things you don't know about Dota lore.
Okay,
Half-Life 3
I
confirmed.
I really like Dragon Knight, but
Huskar is
I
what we're
don't
supposed to be answering.
I don't want to be ruffling any feathers here. And I'm sorry, Diddy Mitch, you're probably a fantastic human being. I really hate Huskar.
That was a lot of disclosure.
And this is my pub play
a lot of
experience.
Yeah.
with
a
him.
lot of disclaimer from you before
Yeah.
you went and answered that question
Yeah.
there.
I had him in my 10 hero challenge for the International Compendium. and I played him, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I think he can be fun. I think he's
I think he's really fun to play.
At our skill level, I think he's okay. I don't think
you
he's
got to be
great.
careful with him though,
Oh,
because
totally.
my experience
Good
is
Lord, yes.
the guy almost always kills one person
And then dies.
and then dies in the process.
yeah,
I
totally
think the
agree
thing
with
is,
that.
though, if you're slightly above the skill level of the people you're playing against, he's awesome.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to be better than everybody else
Right.
you're playing against. That's
Yeah,
that's
no,
what it
he's
boils down to.
definitely,
I think that's a good assessment.
and if he, he's definitely a ganking hero too. So
Without
I mean,
a doubt. Yeah,
yeah, if you get anybody one-on-one, you can pretty much kill whoever.
I think he gets a bad rap. I think he gets more hate than he deserves.
I'll agree with that.
But he's not probably somebody you're going to often go to. I
Right.
don't think.
Yeah, no, but if you're just playing in a pub by yourself, he's a lot of fun.
How does he pair with Omni Knight? I think that could be
Oh,
interesting.
that could be interesting.
Yeah, let's try that out.
That is a new strat.
Okay.
Ban Huskar first.
Wait,
ban.
why with Omni Knight?
Just for the sustainability you get with Omni Knight.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of babysit him a little bit more.
Yeah, and then you can cast Repel on him. He can jump in, do a bunch of crazy stuff. Gets low on health.
Then you can heal him.
Then you can
Yeah.
heal him, heal bomb him.
Yeah. So he can be as reckless as he wants, and
You
you,
just
don't
gotta
have to
Exactly.
worry
That's
about it.
exactly my point.
Just run him with an Omni and an IO, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So get on that.
Just do the classic 4 support 1 core.
I think that's
lineup.
where where he
I think
fits in
I
best.
think that's where that would be the best. I think.
Go for Dazzle, Omni Knight, IO, and
Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor.
That's great. Cheeks, do you have any more questions for us?
We have one more question that I've picked out of the Noobs Ask Noobs thread. Here we go. This one's a little bit long, so settle in, fellas.
All right, strapping in.
Is it about lore?
No, unfortunately.
good.
Although I am getting a little bit of lore feedback in the chat here.
That's because we don't know
And
what
so
it's
it is
about.
Ireland.
sounds insane, but we won't get into it because it'll just make this podcast go
I'm going to
even
guess that's
longer.
last Talon.
Maybe
so
next
thank
week.
you, last Talon.
Oh, yeah, exactly. All right, so here we go. This is from Swiss Army Pants, who says, I'm having
Good
a
name.
hard time finding
like
the
that
groove
name.
for Darkseer, which stinks because he's my favorite hero. All of the guides I've seen have him as a solo off lane, but at the level I'm playing, there's no deviation from a 2-1-2. This usually results in the lane getting pushed too far and the carry I'm with overcommitting. The other problem I'm having is that he doesn't seem to come online as obviously as a carry.
Yeah.
So he doesn't seem to have the early game roam gank ability of the position 4 supports that I'm familiar with. At this point, I'm convinced I'm not playing him in air quotes right. Can you offer any advice that would make unranked pubs more predictable and less of a feast or famine scenario?
It's hard. I think he does get some farm even in those situations.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice, but
I think running him as a support is kind of hard, though.
it is. It
Yeah.
very much is.
I think that he definitely needs to be a core, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't really play Darkseer, so I don't have too much advice.
I think just don't try to do too much with him. I
Yeah.
think that would be part of it. And I think he's a pain. I think you have to keep in mind that a lot of times you're making it a pain for the other team just because of. I usually max his Q. I think his Q is the one that puts the shield on.
The Iron Shell, yeah.
Right, because that just you can at the very least you can be a pain in the butt for the other team's safe lane
Totally.
and annoy the heck out of them, even if you're not getting a lot of farm. And then during the team fights, you're useful too because of his ultimate and his vacuum ability. So I
Right.
think just kind of be patient. Realize you're probably not going to have crazy numbers, but you can still be productive and kind of hurt the other team with their farm.
Yeah.
Hopefully, anytime you're playing with a team that's not organized, it's going to be more challenging. But
For sure.
if you're playing with an organized team, with that harass that you can get from his Q, it can set up some easy gank opportunities or some nice gank opportunities. And then again, with the team fight, you can organize some nice things there. And he's obviously got some push or counter push potential as well, I think.
Yeah, no, I definitely think the hero has pardon me for
Use
this,
your
but
words,
in a
Jared.
vacuum, this hero has a lot to offer.
Kind of on paper, right?
Yeah. But I don't think that he fits into type of lineup that would put him as a support.
Well, and he's also
I think
he's maybe not set up as well for an all pick type of situation as he was for an actual draft with some organized style around it.
For a team you want a team that's at least communicative because so many of his abilities are so positional dependent.
Totally.
Yeah.
He might be fun in the bot matches though. So if you want to play him in bot matches and then play him with a fixed team where you guys kind of have a plan around having him in your
Or
lineup.
try going solo mid with him.
Yeah, that's true. I guess. Yeah, you could do
Do you
that.
guys have any suggestions for playing Darkseer? It kind of sounds like I feel like we're giving him.
Try to farm with him.
Feels like we're giving him a non-answer.
Try to farm
I
with
felt
him.
like we gave some ideas, but I mean,
Okay.
I think you want to farm, and I think my suggestion is be patient. I don't think that he's not the type of hero that is gonna blow people out of the water. So
Some heroes take longer to come online. He's definitely one of them.
right, I think you have to be patient, and you have to realize that he's not gonna be the core damage. He's probably not gonna be the highest amount of kills on the
No, but late
chart. No,
game,
at least not with all picks. So
late game though,
yeah, he can be really nice.
Does
Yeah,
so much work late
I think
game.
so. Yeah, I think he's really nice.
You get a Mech and Shivas on this dude.
Yeah,
He owns everyone ever.
and he's very comp dependent as well. I think.
I think so.
He
Yeah.
is, and it's going to be harder in an all pick. So I think just realize that, but you can
Yeah.
still pick him and have fun playing.
Totally.
It's all pick.
Yeah.
You know, if you're playing all pick, you
Play Spirit Breaker.
play Spirit Breaker.
Totally. Spirit Breaker Ricky Lane.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Anything else for us, Cheeks?
Let's see. We've got one more thing. Last Talon actually put a summary on what the
boy.
battlefield is for the Dota 2 battlefield.
you
here. If you'd like me to
paraphrase-
read it to you,
Can you
it's very
paraphrase
brief.
his summary? Oh, it's a brief
Yes,
summary.
this is a little summary.
Okay.
This is it goes much deeper, but this is the basic gist.
If you can give us a
All right.
short summary, and that'd be fine.
Ben, stop being such a stick in the mud.
Well, the lore stuff, worse than the pro gaming.
All right. But I'm about to mute. I'm muting Ben. All right. Go ahead.
Well, this is funny because I've heard you ask yourself, why are these dudes
Yeah.
fighting over these?
I don't know
big
if I
glowing
care, but I did ask the
ancient
question.
stuff?
I'll give you that. Tell me why, Cheeks. Tell me. I would love to know why.
All right, here we go. Each battlefield you fight on is one of many battlefields. Each one attempting to destroy the other fragment of the Mad Moon, so each side's allied fragment can have unrivaled power.
Oh.
That's the
And
it
that's
goes
it.
deeper than that.
I
That's
actually
the
think
basic.
I'm more confused now than I was before, to be honest.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, that's.
Oh,
I mean,
and the
now
chat
we know.
also wants you to know that Ion Shield is W and VAC is Q.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Oops.
I appreciate it. No, I didn't
Thanks,
know.
guys.
A very
I didn't know if that
petty
was right.
chat room today.
Last talent.
But we love you guys.
I appreciate it. That's good.
Yeah, this is great.
Okay, Cheeks. Thanks a lot.
All right, hey, do I get to say where I'm at and stuff?
Yes. Where can we find you online?
You can find me online at Cheeksaflappin on Twitter. You can follow me. I think I have 12 followers.
Hey.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
if you'd
good.
like to be the,
That's not
the
bad.
13th,
not
that's
bad.
my lucky number. So that would be
And then
great
cut
if
it
you
off
want
at
to do
that
that.
point.
Yeah.
And
No new
then
followers.
perhaps look for Last Talon coaching me on IO with Whisperin' with Cheeks.
That'd be fun.
Maybe
That's
at
good.
the end of this next week.
Sounds great.
That's great. Good deal.
Okay,
that
Cheeks.
a lot.
We'll see you on the show next week.
Thanks for the segment,
Yes.
Cheeks. That was fun.
All
No
right.
problem.
This
Later.
is probably the worst episode we've ever had with all you guys is giggling the whole time. And
I feel like Horatio Sands today.
oh my god,
Seriously.
All right.
it's like a bad
You're Jimmy
SNL
Fallon
sketch.
over there, and I'm Horatio Sands.
I'm Lorne Michaels in the background. Why can't these people keep their crap together?
All right. Let's close out the show.
Wiping my eyes with pancakes.
Right.
Ben, where can we find you online?
I don't care anymore. Go
Okay,
ahead.
Jared, where can we
Move on.
find you online?
You can find me plus 3000 on Twitter, PLUS number 3000. And just to give everybody an update, the NHL preseason officially opened today. The Blue Jackets are winning at this point.
Heck
4-2.
yeah.
Oh, they're winning. Good.
Yeah,
Okay. The
against
Browns
the-
lost. That sucks.
The Carolina Hurricanes.
Okay.
So,
I'm excited for hockey.
Yeah. Cam Atkinson with 2 points.
wanna try
Nick
to watch
Foligno,
more
2 points
hockey
so
this
far.
year.
So everything's looking really good.
Good. That's exciting stuff.
Okay.
Go hockey.
All we have in Ohio is sports. It snows here. We just stay
We got
indoors and watch
snow and
sports.
sports, yeah.
That's all we got.
And Dota. We've got Dota.
We do have
Well, that's
Dodo.
a form of sports. It's an e-sport, which is
Yeah.
we've discussed as maybe a bad name.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better than F Sports.
or D sports even.
All information we currently have for the We Like Dota League can be found at welikedota.com and click on the We Like Dota League link.
At the top.
And also go to welikedota.reddit.com, and we have an informational post stickied at the top there as well.
Is that the right website for that?
Don't worry, I
yeah.
did this last
It actually
episode.
works. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
works
wow, I
as
had
a
no idea.
subdomain. Yeah. We Like Dota is on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Twitch.
Yeah.
And let's see what else. Oh, our theme music is by Michael Edwards of the Flipping Tables podcast.
He's a nice guy. I like him.
Thanks for that, Michael.
Anything else, gentlemen?
I'm at Dota Yadneb if anybody
Oh,
does
okay,
want to
great.
follow me.
Thanks, Curmudgeon.
Nobody wants to.
Nobody, yeah. If anybody
Okay,
wants to put themselves through that.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, especially you guys in the chat room, and we'll see you all next week.
was awful.
Ben couldn't be more done with this show right